Welcome to Hear the Word. I'm Brother Tom. Do you tip? Recently, when my wife and I were paying at a restaurant, we overheard our waitress talking to her co-workers, speaking of another table. They were hard to please. There were 8 of them, and several were children who cut up and were rude. Their bill came to about $150, and they left nothing for a tip. This waitress had been pleasant and accommodating to us. We saw how she was treated at the other table. Sometimes life is not fair. I heard of one person who put a stack of money on the table and told the waitress, "This is your tip. Every time I have to get your attention, I'm taking back some of it. You can have all of it, or part of it, or none of it, depending on your service." What does tip stand for? Well, there are several definitions for the word tip. One definition is give someone a sum of money as a way of rewarding them for their service. Someone else has said it stands for to improve service or to ensure promptitude. Apparently, putting money on a table before ordering has been around for a while. I think fair is fair. If you, quote, punish a servant for poor service, be careful, because what you sow, so shall you reap. Galatians 6:7, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. How you treat others greatly influences how you will be treated. Luke 6:31, as you would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Even if the service is less than great, if the mission was accomplished, you should appreciate the service. Waiters and waitresses earn $2.13 an hour in most states. Could you live on $2.13 an hour? They stand on their feet, they smile when they're hurting, they put up with abuse. They depend on their tips to make a decent check. I usually tip 20%. Even if the service is not the greatest, I try to show mercy. Many people tip 15%. An easy way to determine the tip is to figure 10% of the bill. If you give 15%, half that amount, and add it to the total. Example, if your meal is $20, 10% is $2. Half of that is $1. 2 and 1 is $3. If you give 20% and it's a $20 meal, it's 10%, $2 plus $2 for $4. Jesus shows us mercy, and we need to show mercies to others. God wants us to be merciful. Luke 10:7, for the laborer is worthy of his hire. Matthew 7:2, for with what measure ye met, it shall be measured to you again. We can never repay Jesus for what he has done for us. When you can, be generous. Blessings to you till next time. Bye for now.